People are often asking me, what is so important about Washington Mutual's failure? The most obvious answer is that by a long shot, WAMU was the largest. It was seized by the government, which is very unusual, and in the process, it created massive destruction. It actually suffered two very large secretive bank runs, just like we see in these black and white movies, and no one actually knew about it. The reason we called this book The Lost Bank, a lot of the people involved in the bank over the years ended up becoming lost as the mortgage crisis continued. You can see how this bank that was once so close to its customers just grew uncontrollably and suddenly had no relationship with them whatsoever. Its culture was founded primarily by its former CEO, Lou Pepper, who really infused the bank with this great customer service attitude. Then in the 90s, its new chief executive, Kerry Killinger, was focused on growth. He wanted to have a bigger market share in mortgages. And very quickly, the bank accumulated billions of dollars in mortgages. And when home prices started to drop, the bank was in terrible trouble. This book was very challenging to report. Even several years after Washington Mutual's failure, it still continues to be a very controversial story. So many of the parties did not want to discuss what happened, and I had to convince them to speak to me, often anonymously. I filed numerous Freedom of Information Act requests with the government agencies in charge of Washington Mutual, and all we received back were a bunch of blacked out documents.